So hello everyone, welcome to my new video. Today I am going to tell you all how to take input in a Java program. So first I am going to create a new class as input. Now I am going to create a new method, main method. So now we should understand what types of data type Java provides us. Broadly, there are two types of Java data types that provides us are primitive data type and non-primitive data type. The fundamental data types that are integral part of Java programming are called primitive data type. They are also called strings or built-in data type because these are part of programming language. There are 8 primitive data type. These are bit, short, int, long, which come in the category of integer data type. Character, which comes in category of taking input in form of alphabets. Float and double, which comes in category of taking numbers in decimal points. And boolean data type, which has a value of true and false. And in non-primitive data type, there are uh, classes, arrays and interfaces, which we will learn forward in our videos. So first we should understand how to take input in a Java program. So first, before taking input in Java program, we have to create a scanner class as in import java.util.scanner. Now we have to define this scanner class in our main method as scanner ss is equals to new scanner system dot in. As you can see that I have defined this scanner class in my new main method and its object is ss. You can write anything in place of ss. I have initialized it as ss. Now I'm going to initialize some variables. What are variables? Variables are something which have a default value as 0 and which varies with any number in the whole program run up, and it takes input from the users and its default value is 0. So first we should understand integer. So integer data type has default value as 0 and it can store a value of -2 billion to +2 billion. Now long can take bigger values than integer data type. In it can take values from -2 trillion to +2 trillion. Now comes bit, byte, C and short D. Here you can see that I have written A, B, C, D. These are known as variables. So bit has a smaller value storage of -128 to +127, and short has bigger storage value than bit. It has storage value from -32,768 to +32,767. Integer data type has storage value of 32 bits or 4 bytes, and long has 64 bits or 8 bytes. Byte has storage value of 8 bits or 1 byte, and short has 16 bit or 2 bytes. Now I'm going to talk about floating data type. Floating data type take value of decimal pointers. There are two types of floating data type: float and double. So float can take values from from positive 1.4 trillion to 45 trillion, and double can take from 4.9 trillion to 324 positive. A float are initialized as 0.0 with the alphabet F after it, and double has a default value as 0.0. Now I'm going to talk about character data type. Character data type helps us to take input in form of alphabets or sentences, mainly alphabets from the user, and boolean has a default value as false, which helps us to, it works like a condition, that if some condition is false, then that false will be printed, else true will be printed. Now I'm going to take input of these programs from the user. We can't take input from the users of boolean data type. You have to initialize already. So I'm going to take input system dot out dot println, enter the integer number. So as you can see that I have initialized this a integer. Now I'm going to take input from long. Now I'm going to take input from byte. Now I'm going to take input from short, ss.next short. Now I'm going to take input from ss.next float. Now I'm going to take input from double. Now I'm going to create input for character. So for taking input in a character, it is different from taking input in numbers. It is taken as ss.next.char at. For index we will write 0 as we have no range, as this index is mainly used in the string programs. We have no use of it. Now I am going to print all these values. Now I'm going to print all these values. So now my program has completed. As you can see, there are no errors. Now I'm going to run this program. So as you all can see, I'm going to input integer value as 10, 19. Now I'm going to print long number as 19900. Now I'm going to take bit value as 87, short value as 100, float value as 99, double value as 1000, character I'm going to write a D. So as you all can see that my output is coming correctly as given by the user. So as you all can see that float and double are printing a decimal pointer after the number entered, as they are decimal pointer, and you can see that this A has been printed here. It will print one alphabet at a time. So if you like this video, you can like the like button, and if you want more interesting video like this, you can subscribe my channel.